You have just tapped into the Christian Life Coach Collective, and I'm your host, Laura Malone. I'm here to equip and encourage coaches in skills, business, personal life, and faith. I believe you're already 100% worthy and capable, and you're called for such a time as this. So let's get you walking it out with courage and confidence so you can be an amazing coach who sees transformation and great results in both your life and the lives around you. Let's get started. I want to teach you what I call the coach's creative cycle. And it's a very simple process. Shows you how to take your story and actually shape it into something that can be powerful, meaningful, and helpful for other people through a coaching offer. Because coaching isn't just about asking great questions and making space to listen to somebody. It's actually about having a container where somebody else can experience breakthrough because of your presence, your process, and your perspective, which people want. So this is what we actually go through and do inside the Consultant Coach Intensive. But today I want to walk you through the whole cycle so you can start seeing what's possible for you right now. So the first phase is called Cultivate. You might already be in this phase, and it's not something that you do overnight. It's honestly, for me, it was a very slow work. Paying attention to who you are, what's your story, what's your calling, what have you lived through, what's in your heart, what's your passion. It's the conversations you keep having with people, the topics you always come back to, whether you're teaching about them or learning about them, the painful experiences that you've walked through and the struggles you've had that now kind of like stir up compassion probably for you when somebody else talks about having them. So it's where God starts growing something more underground within you. And before the method in coaching, before the niche you get, it's before you create the logo, it always starts with cultivating what's inside of you. Number 2 is to clarify. So once something starts growing, you have to name it, right? You have to get definition and figure out like what are you really about and what is the message you're really carrying? Who's it for? What transformation have you walked through? Not just the cultivation side of there is a message within me and how do I start pulling it all together, but how do I actually clarify and give language to it? So clarity doesn't mean perfection, it means direction. It's where you start turning that story you're cultivating into language you can clarify through communicating it to other people. So this is where women inside of CCI will say, oh, that's what I've been carrying all this time. So I actually help you name it and own it and speak it out loud, right? Outside of your head. It's one of my favorite things to do is to help you see what you carry. And what I see is residing within you that you are so used to seeing it, it's normal. You don't even recognize that it's something somebody else could benefit from. And I want to help you give it the clarity it deserves. The third stage is crafting. So we're going to take the message and actually start shaping it using the language. And it's where the story within you becomes a method. And you can look back and say, what did I do? What helped me shift? Where was the transformation? What are the steps I took somebody else might need to walk through? So you don't get a perfect 12-week framework on day one. You just need a starting point. This is the way that you'll guide other people through the things that you've already learned. And then that's what you're going to craft for yourself inside the intensive. So you're going to get your process and your framework and your personal rhythm. Then number 4 is to create. This is where it gets real. And I'm going to help you turn your method into an actual offer and get practical. What does it look like to coach somebody? What What's your package, your pricing, your structure? It's where it becomes, it's where coaching actually becomes the container for your message. A real thing you can communicate that people can actually say, yes, I want that, please. So a woman cannot walk with you if you don't show her the path to walk down. There's no client that can get transformation if you don't offer the container of coaching to them so that they can say yes to it. So I want to help you create the container to hold the message and offers real transformation to those living, breathing humans who need what you have. And number 5 is carrying it out. So it's the part you crave. It's the coaching, the real people, the sessions, and the impact. It's the aha moments that you get to. But it's also the part that requires the most growth for you, because when you're going to carry out your coaching work, you have to refine as you go and you learn what works and you stay rooted in the message God gave you. But you also have to learn how to hold space for somebody else's process, even as you're in process as a coach. And this phase kind of never ends. It just loops back into cultivating and clarifying more and crafting it to even be more refined and creating more and carrying it back out. Because as a great coach, you're always going to be growing. So the coaching cycle: cultivate, clarify, craft, create, and carry it out. That's the heart of what we are teaching inside the Consultant Coach Intensive. Remember, it's not about being perfect or building a huge platform before you start. It's actually offering what you already carry, and you carry more than you know. And I want to help you figure out what it is. And you do it intentionally. And you get a strategy and do it with wisdom and the Lord. So if you are listening and thinking like, that's me and I have something to say, I just don't know how to figure out what I have to say and how to offer it. So many women come to me and say, this is what I've been through and I wish I could help somebody with that. And I'm like, you can. I can tell you 10 ways immediately I can see how you can help somebody else. Test me and see if it's not true. You can book a free consultation and we will talk for 30 minutes. And you can test me. You could throw, this is like the thing I love to do. You throw me one idea about something in your heart that you believe there's no way it could be cultivated into something that could help other people. And I will give you 10 ways that it's completely possible and absolutely necessary. Like, people are out there and they need it. You just don't know it. You need the hope. You need somebody with an alternate perspective on the outside who's going to be loving, but honest with you. And I'm going to not just show you what's possible. I'm going to show you how it's possible. Literally think about this in my sleep. So I invite you to take the next step with me. The doors are open to do this next intensive. Okay. I want to walk you through this whole cycle. So go to sterlingandstonementoring.com and Consultant Coach Intensive. Get all the details or click the link in the show notes. Message me, email me, DM me on Instagram and just tell me, I'm ready. Because your message and your story and the container of it all is really needed in the world. And coaching might just be the container that you've been looking for, you didn't realize was a possibility.
Thanks for listening. For more coaching resources and to learn how to work with me, head to sterlingandstonementoring.com or click the link in the show notes. Remember, walk boldly in your calling, and I'll talk to you next time.